I remember being lost in the forest, surrounded by shadows that whispered secrets.
Long before Maya understood fear, the forest had already learned her name. It whispered through leaves and shadows, calling gently, patiently. To most, the forest was a boundary. To Maya, it was a mystery waiting to be known. On the day she wandered too far, curiosity walked faster than caution. And before she realized it, the forest closed behind her. The trees grew taller, the paths vanished, and the familiar world Maya knew dissolved into silence. Softer, slower. Fear arrived quietly at first. Then all at once, the forest did not shout, it only watched. Maya wondered how she got so deep into the forest. Maya explored the forest to her satisfaction. Reality hasn't set in yet for her. The beautiful things she saw in the forest hasn't made her realize that she's far from home. She was enjoying and exploring the moments. Maya kept on walking deep and deep into the forest looking for something new to explore. Curiosity hasn't made her realize she could be in any form of danger or even know she's far from home. The moment Maya knew she's far from home, she began to run, but she never realizes that the more she runs, the more she's going deep into the forest. Maya ran and ran as if it was her last time on Earth. She nearly fell, but she kept hope alive. She got exhausted from running. This time, she was thirsting. She began to cry as no sign of home from anywhere. When the darkness became too heavy, something ancient stepped forward. Eyes like moonlight, footsteps without sound. The wolves did not bare their teeth. They did not run. They simply stood and waited. In that moment, Maya learned her first truth. Not all predators come to harm. The big ash wolf knew Maya would be afraid of him, so he walked gently towards her, ensuring her of safety. Step by step, the wolves moved, and Maya followed. They did not speak. They journeyed into the deep forest. Yet every movement carried meaning. The forest shifted around them, no longer a maze, but a passage. Every other animal stares at Maya. Maya felt welcomed in the forest. Hope is a strange thing. It doesn't shout. It flickers. Maya noticed it first in the trees. Thinner branches, more sky, familiar shapes long forgotten. Memory returned like breath to frozen lungs. Home was no longer a dream. It was close.
Coupling Parade. I know this place. We're almost there.
Light broke through the forest edge. Not the harsh light of day, but the warm promise of belonging. The wolves stopped where the wild must stop. They had done what they came to do. They did not cross into her world. Respect runs both ways.
Thank you for bringing me home. Mama! My baby, I've searched everywhere for you. Thank goodness, you're alive. You're alive. Sorry, Mama. I was so scared. Shh. You're safe now. You're home.
How did you find your way back, child?
The wolves. They brought me home. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I've never seen anything like that. The forest looks after its own living.
The wolves disappeared into the forest.
Tell me everything. From the beginning.
Rain.
They weren't scary, Mama. They were gentle. Wolves are dangerous. Everyone knows that.
Not everyone. The old people knew different.
It had the wisest eyes, like it had lived 1,000 years.
What the pack knows, they all know.
I am really sorry, Mama. I broke my promise.
You were lucky. I could have lost you.
Yes, Mama.
Promise me you'll never go alone again.
I promise. I really, truly promise.
Promise.
Everything will be all right, my dear.
Maya looked at the window, her eyes steady. She knows it was real.
Mama, do you believe me? Beautiful, scary. I know what happened. That's enough.
When did you get so wise?
Ah, now I know what's in there.
Fear without respect is panic.
Do you think I'll ever see them again?
Wild animals keep their own counsel. I think they heard you. Who am I to say what's possible?
Thank you.
Maya and her mother Elena went to the village market to get some fruits. Eyes were staring at Maya, people wondering how she could survive in the forest alone with the wolves. Maya and her mother kept a strong face.
Wolves would have eaten her.
Children were not left out. Maya was a legend to them.
That's beautiful, Maya.
I don't want to forget them. Why do you think they helped me?
That kindness can echo through generations. I'm going to be different now. You're already the best person I know.
Good night, friends.
The forest marked you.
We are not separate from the wild.
You
came to see me.
Time did what? Time always does, it move forward. Leaves turned gold. Snow softened the land. Spring returned what winter borrowed. And somewhere at the forest's edge, eyes still watched. A friendship without words, a bond without possession. Knowledge, when shared, becomes protection. Maya spoke not as a hero, but as someone who had listened. She did not teach fear, she taught respect, warm pride. And the
Keep
forest listened again.
distance. Let wild things be wild. Never go to the forest alone.
When the silver wolf stepped into view, it was not a warning, it was a reminder. The wild does not belong to us, we
Stay
belong
calm.
beside it.
That's it. Flow together. Good. Stay close. You're all safe. Look at you all, so full of energy today. Gentle now, we play nice. You two are my best friends. See? Gentle hands. Let's explore.
The wolves sang to the moon, not in sorrow, but in memory. Some bonds are not meant to be held, only honored. Years passed. The forest endured. Maya returned as a woman, carrying knowledge, purpose, and promise.
You have everything now? You're now a graduate. My drama, my journals, my drawings, my wolf pendant, everything that matters. You'll come back? This will always be home.
The silver wolf came one last time, not to guide, but to witness. Endings are not endings. They are echoes, and some echoes last forever.
You came to say goodbye. I'm going to protect forests, help people understand. I promise.
Yes. I'm ready.
The forest waits for the curious, for the respectful, for the next tiny legend.